And so to begin, it's always useful to bring our attention to the direct experience of the sit bones and the tailbone with the support. So in my case, it's the support of the cushion. And so you're exploring through your physical senses what that connection feels like through the sit bones, through the tailbone, with the support. And it's always good to just begin by giving yourself permission to just relax into that support. So even to slump into the support. We have this image of folks meditating, and it's this fairly upright, almost rigid looking position, but actually it serves the body best if we give ourselves permission to first really ground and root into the inherent natural abundant support that's here. Again, through that you experience through your physical senses, in my case as the cushion. So you're actually, in a physical way, really letting go of your lower back and almost, like I said, slumping into the support that's here. And so it's out of this rootedness that the heart can lift, the heart can rise. And so it's from the heart that we lift, as if the heart were like a flower, reaching towards the sun, opening towards the sun. And so the sit bones and the tailbone remain grounded and rooted. But now we're creating this upliftment. And so the heart lifts. Now what can happen here is that the head can start to kick back. So we want to check to see if there's now a little bit of a kink in the back of the neck. And this is something we want to avoid. So as the heart lifts, we just tuck the chin ever so slightly. And so the head is now parallel to the sky. And we can allow our shoulders to fall away from the ears. Elbows hang from the shoulders. Arms relaxed. Hands either in a mudra or just palms down, resting on your thighs, or palms up towards the sky, towards the cosmos. Palms down is usually for grounding. Palms up is for receiving. And so another way to check in and arrange the body is to just allow your shoulders to stack over your hips. And what I like about this visual is that ultimately the body, in a way, creates that capital I. Shoulders stacked over hips. Long, straight spine. And so it's almost as though we're sitting in our own eye. And so again, even though the heart is lifting, there's this softening, relaxing into the natural support that's here. And so that creates that perfect balance right in the center. And so from here, we can just now bring our attention to the experience of the breath right here at the nostrils. We can check in to see which nostril we're breathing in and out of. Is it the left one? Is it the right one? Is it both? Sometimes we need to allow the breath to be a little bit more forceful to be able to tell. So give yourself permission to do that if you need to. And so we just hone in on the direct experience of the breath right here at the nostrils. What's it like from the nostrils point of view to experience the breath in this way? And as we hone in our attention, as we cultivate a curiosity on what it's like to experience the breath as it's happening right there at the nostrils, naturally the past fades into the background like a mist or a dust. It naturally does that because it's over. And all that's truly happening is right here, right now, as the body, as the support, as the breath, as the heartbeat. And as we hone our attention in to the direct experience of the breath as it's happening right here at the nostrils, the future just stays in the place of imagination. It hasn't happened yet. So we find that there's really no good reason to write out there. Because even thoughts about the future are happening here now within the mindscape. So just for this little while, we may as well just give ourselves permission, full and complete permission to just pay attention. Pay attention to all that's happening right here, right now, as the body, as the support, as the heart beating, as the body breathing. And let's just give whatever is here permission to be here. As the sensations in the body that the mind may label as pleasant or unpleasant. Instead, cultivating a curiosity, curiously, generously allowing whatever is here to be here. Not wanting it to be different to what it is. So just take a moment to know where you are. inhabiting this body completely in its entirety. Here where the breath is, the birth, the life, the passing on. Being here, bearing witness to the grace-filled phenomena, the gift of the breath. And so know where you are in relation to your environs, that which is around you. That which is below you. And that which is above you. And so know where you are in relation to the town or the city. And so know where you are in relation to your country. What direction are you facing? What direction is behind you? To the left and to the right of you. And so know your position in relation to the whole planet. The spot that you occupy in this time-space reality on this planet. And take this moment to realize, or perhaps remember, that it is the incredible wisdom, the incredible intelligence of the earth who generously, lovingly conspires to supporting this life. by offering this surface to live on, to ride around on, build our homes on, look down upon. Fly around on. But even the planes have to land. And she gives us this air to breathe. In this incredibly sophisticated recycling system, in a constant state of renewal and regeneration. As we breathe out what the trees breathe in, and other green things. And we breathe in what the trees and the green things breathe out. And the earth, she gives us water to drink, also perfectly recycled, cleansed, filtered through the rocks and the stones, through the atmosphere. Giving us the minerals that we need for our bones, for our cells. And she offers us all the food and the medicines for us to eat and use to sustain our lives. Through the plants, the roots, the bark, flowers, berries, seeds, and nuts. And so she supports the lives of other beings, other animals on the land and in the water, in the air, for us to interact with and learn from and play with, observe. And then she, in turn, is supported by the sun and the moon and space, fabric of space. By light. And so just breathe in that good light gifted to us through the sun, breathing it in, bringing it into our inner alchemy. Breathing it into the bones, into the muscles, into the tendons, into the organs, into the cells, into the tiniest of cells and the spaces in between. Space light meeting space light, or space light meeting light space. And be sure to allow that light to ignite that divine spark right there in the center of your own heart or the center of your own being. And so with each breath, just allow that light spark to shine a little brighter, for that flame to get a little taller, a little wider, until truly it fills your whole being, bringing healing to wherever is needed, especially to the past, to anywhere the body has innocently or accidentally held on to the past. Remembered the past. As a sweet note to self to perhaps avoid that discomfort or to seek that pleasure. But just in the light of the grace of the now moment, past is not needed here, because we're completely held, safe, supported, whole and complete. Nothing's missing. Perfect. And so, in a moment, take 3 very conscious, of course, naturally healing breaths, bringing that good oxygen into the body in a very conscious way, at the end of the third breath, remember your hands. And as you inhale on the natural next breath, just bring your hands to meet in front of the heart in what's commonly called the prayer position. And just connect your thumbs here to the sternum. Perhaps honing in on the experience of your own heart beating right there in your chest. Closing the circuit with the lungs. As your thumbs are the seat of the end of the energy pathway that governs the lungs. And so we've got the left thumb supporting the left half of your lungs and the right thumb supporting the right half of your lungs. And then from the heart energy flows into the shoulders, also down the arms, and ends right here at the little finger. And so we'll just take a moment here to acknowledge that my heart beats just as your heart beats, just as all sentient beings' hearts beat. It's the same. We take a moment to acknowledge that the light that has all of this working as this unique being is the same light that shines in all beings. And so let's just take this moment to offer a wish, a prayer that all beings everywhere know true happiness, which is their function, to know true peace, which is only ever a thought away, and joy, which is what this whole realm is for. And then you can relax your hands. And we'll just finish by listening to today's lesson from A Course in Miracles.
Lesson 68. Love holds no grievances. You who were created by love, like itself, can hold no grievances and know yourself. To hold a grievance is to forget who you are. To hold a grievance is to see yourself as a body. To hold a grievance is to let the ego rule your mind and to condemn the body to death. Perhaps you do not yet fully realize just what holding grievances does to your mind. It seems to split you off from your source and make you unlike him. It makes you believe that he is like what you think you have become, for no one can conceive of his creator as unlike himself. Shut off from yourself, which remains aware of its likeness to its creator, yourself seems to sleep, while the part of your mind that weaves illusions in its sleep appears to be awake. Can all this arise from holding grievances? Oh yes, for he who holds grievances denies he was created by love, and his creator has become fearful to him in his dream of hate. Who can dream of hatred and not fear God? It is as sure that those who hold grievances will redefine God in their own image as it is certain that God created them like himself and defined them as part of him. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will suffer guilt as it is certain that those who forgive will find peace. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will forget who they are as it is certain that those who forgive will remember. Would you not be willing to relinquish your grievances if you believed all this were so? Perhaps you do not think you can let your grievances go. That, however, is simply a matter of motivation. Today we will try to find out how you would feel without them. If you succeed even by ever so little, there will never be a problem in motivation ever again. Begin today's extended practice period by searching your mind for those against whom you hold what you regard as major grievances. Some of these will be quite easy to find. Then think of the seemingly minor grievances you hold against those you like, and even think you love. It will quickly become apparent that there is no one against whom you do not cherish grievances of some sort. This has left you alone in all the universe in your perception of yourself. Determine now to see all these people as friends. Say to them all, thinking of each one in turn as you do so, I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you are part of me and come to know myself. Spend the remainder of the practice period trying to think of yourself as completely at peace with everyone and everything, safe in a world that protects you and loves you, and that you love in return. Try to feel safety surrounding you, hovering over you and holding you up. Try to believe, however briefly, that nothing can harm you in any way. At the end of the practice period, tell yourself, love holds no grievances. When I let all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe. The short practice periods should include a quick application of today's idea in this form whenever any thought of grievance arises against anyone, physically present or not. Love holds no grievances. Let me not betray myself. In addition, repeat the idea several times an hour in this form. Love holds no grievances. I would wake to myself by laying all my grievances aside and wakening in him.